everything has always been put into his parents' name.
Ma'am,
When he
that
have paid
doesn't,
for it.
that does not qualify, nor does it, in fact, refute anything that the court has said that you need to produce. So,
hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely ridiculous. This dad owes $92K in child support.
Okay, before I make my ruling. So, the state of Texas charges interest on any judgment. That's 6%. And when we do the math, interest a month on that judgment, after those credits, it's $422 per month. If you pay less than $422 per month, that judgment is just going to get bigger and bigger, giving you credit for the cost of the health insurance and union dues. That's all that I can look at. I can't look at the rent, mortgage, lights, water bill, cell bill. You help your mom with her bills. That's all that I can look at. Okay? So with that being said, I am going to confirm that you owe $84,461.26. The monthly payout is $473 is the request.
I think it's absolute robbery that the child support system doesn't look at any other expenses that this man is dealing with. Like just the basic necessities of living, the rent, the water bill, the electricity bill, and any other responsibilities that this man needs to take care of, and all they look at is the potential income. It is extremely hard to afford things in 2025. The child support system needs to change ASAP.
Still believe your wife is stealing from you. Can you tell me
I know she's
why
stealing.
you think she's stealing from you?
I know she's stealing because now I constantly check my bank account, right?
Right.
So I'm on the phone. I call up the bank, and I'm talking to the person, and I say, "What's my balance?" They give me a balance, and then the banker say, "You're making a withdrawal right now." I said, "What?" "You making a withdrawal as we speak." I said, I'm at home. All I'm doing is checking the balance. She said, somebody's cashing a check. And right now. I said, okay, connect me with the with the bank where this is happening.
Right.
And they did. They gave me the manager. And the manager said, yeah, it's somebody here cashing a check in your name. I said, what? I said, and she said, well, hold on a second. I'm going to go talk to the teller. And I'm going to let you talk to the teller. Because the teller knows me personally. And I'm talking to the teller. I say, who's there cashing the check? She said, it's your wife. I say, what? She said, what you want me to do? Because if I done gave her the money already. And I said, call the police on her. I want her to go to jail. Get her. And the teller say, I can do that for you, sir. But if I tell her, then my manager's going to fire me.
Oh,
and
so
I said, okay. I said, hold up.
Cost the guy his job.
Right.
Miss Todd, were you cashing checks that weren't yours to cash?
You know what, Your Honor?
I don't steal. I take his money and let him know I took it. I wake him up and let him know I took it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why people are laughing and clapping at the end of the clip. Like, now we're encouraging stealing from your own husband, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Really just goes to show how many people are okay with this happening. This man is most likely taking care of all the bills of the household, but how is he able to do that and manage it correctly when he has a wife who's literally stealing from him? And you guys would be surprised how often this happens, which is exactly why a lot of men do not want to get married anymore, because it's very hard to say that your wife is stealing from you, and you don't have a really good case against that.
Walked in, I mean, the couches are gone. There's a chair, I guess. TV's down.
Excuse me, ma'am. He threw at your ass. Threw, you hear me? T-H-U. Threw. Buddy patched up the holes in the wall where he took the TV down for the TV mount. Yeah, he was too calm with it. He was too thought out, too thoughtful, too mindful, too demure. No way. You saying you came back from vacation. He packed all his stuff and left your stuff in the apartment. Not in disarray, all as it was and everything. Yeah, nah, it's over.
Yeah, the fact this man really fixed up the walls goes to show that this man is definitely not coming back. He was calm, cool, and collected throughout the entire process like this other guy was saying. And it really takes a lot for a man to get to this point.
Why would you do that?
What you mean, why would I do that? Did your daddy pass away? But that was not. I don't even have my birth certificate. So you took my birth certificate?
Did he ever pay child support? And what you mean birth certificate? Didn't I have
What does that got to do with me? He left me money, not you.
Okay, but
not you.
He never took care of you, so that was his payback for me. That was my payback, that he's never gave me child support to take care of you or your brothers.
That has nothing to do with me.
What you mean it doesn't?
I don't know why you think you can just take my money. It's not your money. It's not yours at all.
It is my money. I had you.
It's in my name.
Okay,
That's stealing.
I gave you your name.
That's stealing. You took my birth certificate and claimed insurance money, my inheritance. That's stealing.
I had you with your father that passed away, that didn't give me a single dime. Not one dime to help take care of you guys.
So you're admitting to stealing, so you think that's okay to steal?
I'm not stealing.
Clips like these really prove how money is the root of all evil. It is absolutely insane to me how a mother is willing to do this to her own daughter, all because she feels like she is entitled to the money when she just gave birth to her daughter. The father is trying to take care of the daughter and give her something that's a part of him. However, this woman is just being absolutely selfish and wants to ruin the moment.
It's a joint account.
No, he married a woman and said, I trust you with the finances. Don't worry about I'ma work. I'ma trust you with the finances. So if I put my trust in you to make sure that you keep the finances and you pulling money out on the low for years, you're stealing.
It's not stealing.
It's stealing.
I don't know. Well, that's the wrong word.
Because I trust you not to do it.
Not stealing.
I trust you to maintain the finances and put them where they belong. Not for you to duck them off in an escape account.
It's not stealing.
Well, yeah, just to be like accurate,
she is. What he brings in.
Okay, but
wouldn't that be her fund then? She didn't need an escape account.
I was about to say, okay, so that is, I feel like where she's going wrong.
Escape account.
Yeah.
Negates the fact that she's married and she's going to get half anyway. I think the fact that she's labeling it an escape account is, I think that's the shady part.
Yeah, that is absolutely stealing. And as you guys can see, this is not the first clip I've showed you of this. A lot of women do this behind their husband's back and think it's perfectly normal and every other woman's doing it. If she wants to stash away some money away from her husband, how about you make that money and stash it away yourself rather than steal from your own husband?
This is incel at its finest. You see how the incels go so fast? Like, they literally will
who can want to deal with that?
They will fill in the blanks based on their own insecurities, right? So, like,
insecurities.
When an incel hears you say something and they don't like it, they create a narrative of, like, what's going on in your life, right? So, like, truth be right? Now I'm single. I don't have a man. I can't keep a man. What else?
Isn't she doing the exact same thing in the clip? The fact that she is so-called broke, single, and at her age, she's painting a picture calling all these other men incels.
I work around nurses and the like adultery, crazy, bro. You gonna get cheated on. I'm keeping it a buck, especially if she a night nurse. Don't do that. Save yourself.
What major would you want to date?
Low key, I'll probably say like law. Get you out of trouble. Also, law students, they be bad as hell.
Surprisingly, guys, this is actually very true. Nurses and doctors have the highest infidelity rate.
Let me tell y'all a story because I feel like we've officially lost the plot, right? So this is Jeremy Reeves. He plays for the Washington Commanders. I read up a little bit on him. He's been cut from the NFL a few times. He like worked his way up to being a Pro Bowler. They have a huge game against the Falcons. They win. They clinch the playoffs. Everybody's woo! He goes over to the sidelines. He pulls his girlfriend out of like the seats and proposes to her right there on the sideline. And then the whole crowd is cheering and whatever. So the video's everywhere. The NFL is posting it like, yay, proposal, woo. And instead of saying congratulations and keeping it moving, the internet turns this proposal into a subject of discourse. And when I say they are hitting all of the hot topics from, I wish she said no, something about this is so off to me. It screams all about him. Why do people public propose anyways? And at a football game in a uniform, if she likes it, I guess. This is like a 10-second clip that should be like happy and positive. And I just think we lost the plot.
It is always women who are absolutely single and alone at home who have the most to say about a happy relationship. They're just so bitter and upset, and this is exactly why. Once a woman gets in a really healthy relationship where she's getting married or engaged, her friends will tend to get bitter around her because it's a reflection that she's doing good in life while they really aren't.
Every time a man says that an ex-girlfriend or a woman that he's dated in the past is crazy, I've always been like, well, what did you do?
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Right. What did you do?
Why is she crazy?
100%. Why did she crash out? Because I've crashed out many a times, but I never crashed out for no reason.
Anytime I have crashed out, I can guarantee you it's been a reaction.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You gotta love how there's no accountability at all in the clip. They're all saying that they did it for a reason, that there was definitely a trigger point. That's also like saying, yeah, I definitely cheated for a reason. That man wasn't showing me any attention. It's still not a good reason to why it's okay to crash out.
Your friends invite you out on Friday night to get bottle service or go to a nice dinner or go whatever, and you're trying to save money because you want to be rich, not just look rich, and you tell them, no, I can't go because I'm trying to save money. Use that excuse for a couple months. See who sticks around. The friends that don't call you after a couple months of that excuse are the friends you don't want in your life anyway. You want friends that want you to be rich. You want friends that want you to succeed, want you to have everything you want in your life, not just stick around because you're there for the fun and the glitz and the glam. You know, it's okay with wanting to save money. Normalize that. That's cool. My friends that are saving money, I'm proud of you. If you're out there and you're telling people no because you're saving money, I'm proud of you. You're a winner. You're my kind of people.
This is facts. This is exactly why a lot of NFL and NBA players go broke after 5 years. Unless they develop that financial literacy and responsibility, all the money you earned is just gonna go away. But those who are actually willing to learn the skills of how to control their money will be the ones who tend to have it the longest. Don't be encouraged to spend your money all because your friends are encouraging you to, saying, yo, you only live once, you're young, worry about all that kind of stuff later. They'll be the ones begging you for money later on.
You inherited $400,000?
No, I didn't.
Who inherited the rest of that, then?
I don't know what you're referring to. The rest of what?
When you received that IRA, you did not tell me that it was $400,000 to be split amongst you, your brother, your parents, and your mom's brother.
I did not tell you that. And I also can't speak to what other people have inherited. I can only speak to what
I'm asking you if that is what you said to me.
I already just answered it. No, I didn't tell you that.
So you were lying to me then, or you're lying to me now?
I didn't tell you that, and I also don't know the relevance.
The relevance is you hiding things.
I don't hide anything.
Because if you were to get one, wouldn't your parents and everybody else get one?
Relevance?
Yeah, objection, Your Honor.
Relevance is you hiding finances.
Okay.
Once again.
Ma'am, yeah, you haven't produced any documents to show that anything has been hidden, and I've given you some leeway to get into that, and you simply come back to the same thing, that he's hiding stuff, but you don't have any documentation that he's hiding anything. So unless you can produce anything, you need to go into a different line of questioning.
Well said. Honestly, you can't be making statements that you can't back up. Now, she was given the opportunity to bring evidence, however, she didn't. But now she's trying very hard to manipulate him and just trying to get him to say something so she can lean on it the rest of the case. She just wants to use anything against him, but thankfully he's already smarter than that. But let's proceed on with the clip.
Your Honor, I was waiting until my statement to let it all out. I have never been allowed to know any finances. Everything has always been put into his parents' name.
Ma'am, that does not qualify, nor does it, in fact, refute anything that the court has said that you need to produce. So if you have documentation, then you had a right to produce that, and you didn't do that. So,
Your Honor, I do not have any paperwork about anything. Anything that I have learned is just recently. I was financially abused, mentally, emotionally, physically.
Move on, please.
I was just alive here.
Move on. Again, you had a right to produce that. You didn't produce it. You could have engaged in, under the case scheduling order, you had a right to engage in discovery. You did not do that, and you did not produce any documentation as required by the case scheduling order. So I've given you leeway to ask him the questions, but
Your Honor,
no, go ahead and ask questions, ma'am. I'm not going to just continue to engage in the same dispute with you. So go on.
Okay. All right. So you want every other week with your children?
Yes.
Now, finally, they actually agreed to something. This woman fully understood that she has no leverage in this case. Just as the judge said, if she had any proof at all that this man was actually hiding some money from her, then she should have brought the evidence forward. But her just making random claims and complaining isn't going to help her out in this case, and she just realized she lost and she's just going to move on from it. But this man's absolutely smart because once again, she doesn't deserve any of that money. It's his inheritance. And if it's coming from his father or mother, why do you think you're so entitled to deserve that? But anyways, that's just my opinion, guys. We gotta just wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do want more content like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It is much and all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.